I don't really make a lot of videos just talking about random games. Usually it's like zombies, or I'll make a review video, but never really like what I'm actively playing at the moment. I mean, I'll cover that when I do my best games of the year video, which is also in the works. That'll come out after this one. But for this video specifically, I just wanted to talk about some games that are coming out in 2025, like this year, that I'm actually like really looking forward to playing. Because yeah, I don't talk about new games very often, but I generally do play a couple new games a year. I don't play a lot of new games because my backlog is tremendously long, but in general I do try to check out a couple new games each year. And yeah, so this video will be split into two parts. First part will be games that are actually releasing in 2025 that I either will try to play day one or will like be looking out and checking out reviews for, because I'm genuinely interested. And yeah, I hope some of these games end up being really good, because I've been looking forward to a couple of these ones, and some of them might actually be coming out in 2025. So that's the first half. And the second half will be games that have been in my backlog for a long time that I'm finally deciding this year I'm gonna get to play these games. Been meaning to play some of these for a long time, and this year I actually want to do them. Some of them will be my own time, some of them will maybe lead to reviews that I post on the channel, but yeah, we'll see. So starting off with the first section, games releasing this year. What am I actually looking forward to? Well, based off the thumbnail, there's a couple pictures there. One of the biggest games that are coming out is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now I know AC is a very controversial series, but I don't know, I kind of like all of them. Like, I just played Valhalla last year, and I'll be talking about that in my 2024 best games video, but Shadows is looking really good, and then I keep delaying it to polish it more, and like, I don't know, I have pretty high hopes for that game. I think it might be pretty good, although like I said, I do kind of just enjoy every Assassin's Creed game. I've only played up to Valhalla, so before Shadows comes out, I'll definitely play Mirage. I might even platinum Mirage, or like get all the achievements, because I got all the achievements in Valhalla for some awful reason. But yeah, so Shadows, definitely looking forward to it. I'm excited to see the two gameplay styles with Yasuke and I think Naoe is the girl's name. Like the samurai versus shinobi gameplay styles. It's kind of similar to what they did in Syndicate, which I actually really liked. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they expand that and build on it in the open world environment and the more open world style of and like RPG style of these new games. So yeah, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. Another recent announcement that came from the Game Awards was Split Fiction, like the new game. I think it's Hazelight Studios. I am really looking forward to Split Fiction. I think that game is going to be pretty sweet, because I'm in the process of playing A Way Out with my friend Adam, and I've played It Takes Two with I think 2 people so far, and that game is really good, and A Way Out is turning out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. And then they're doing like a fantasy versus like a futuristic setting to swap between, and that is just genius. Like, they actually killed it with that. I'm so excited for Split Fiction. I think that game's gonna be pretty sick. And like the developers and like, I forgot the main guy's name that always like hypes up these games at the Game Awards, or whenever he does the announcements, is like the poster guy for these games, because he's the director. He always just seems so happy and so passionate about his games that it's just infectious. You just want to play his games because they just look so cool and have a lot of charm in them. So yeah, really looking forward to Split Fiction. Another game I'm like genuinely looking forward to. I might not play Split Fiction immediately. I might not play AC Shadows immediately. Something I will be playing on day one is Doom: The Dark Ages. Absolutely, that game is going to get played day one. I'm buying it the first day it comes out. Well, actually, it'll be on Game Pass, so I don't even need to buy it. But Doom: The Dark Ages, are you kidding me? And I know in like, I think next week, Bethesda's doing their partner showcase or whatever. So we'll see some more details about it next week. But oh my god, I'm so excited for Doom: The Dark Ages. That game it's not possible for it to be bad. Because Doom 2016 was a banger, and Doom Eternal was also amazing. Like, it just can't be bad. I have like full confidence in that team to make Doom: The Dark Ages a banger, because I'm really looking forward to that game. I don't know, maybe it'll get a release date. So I'm expecting like summer. Like, I don't think it's gonna come out quite yet. Like, it might be Q2, maybe like late Q2 if anything, but probably Q3, Q4 of 2025. So yeah. And then Destiny DLC. I still play Destiny. I haven't really played too much of the current episode, but I'm planning to get back into it now that all the acts are out. Yeah, Destiny's been very up and down recently, mostly down, but I still like it, and I'm still a pretty big fan. And I'm optimistic that the game will stay alive and still bring interesting content later on, because like, I still play all the dungeons when they come out. I still like playing the raids. But yeah, I'm optimistic that Destiny's next DLC is probably going to be pretty good. So hopefully it actually ends up being good. The next game I'm looking forward to is the new Obsidian RPG, Avowed. I played Outer Worlds 2 years ago. I mean, I started it like 4 years ago, but now I finally sat and I played Outer Worlds a couple years ago. I did all the DLC, and I liked it pretty well. It was pretty good. It was definitely like not perfect, but I was a fan, and I'm interested in Outer Worlds 2 whenever that comes out. But Avowed is coming out in like a month and a half, and I'm pretty excited for that. It looks really cool, and I like the idea of like the super fantasy, like something like Skyrim, for example, is definitely like a fantasy, but it feels like more like old fantasy, whereas this one feels like newer fantasy. Also, I kind of just like how it's like more vibrant in color. Like I don't feel like it needs to be a super dreary game, which Skyrim is like a very like cold looking game for the most part. But I mean, I haven't played Skyrim really. But yeah, I'm really excited for Avowed. I know there hasn't been too many details shared about it. I'm kind of also avoiding a lot of details. I just want to experience the game for myself and see what I'm getting myself into. But yeah, I liked Outer Worlds, and I'm pretty optimistic that Avowed's going to be maybe not like a masterpiece, but it'll probably be pretty solid, or like at least playable from beginning to end, and like an enjoyable experience. So I hope Avowed's really good. And then the last like big game I'm looking forward to, another one that I'm probably like most likely going to buy on day one, is Pokemon Legends Z-A, or however the hell they intend you to say that name, because I played Legends Arceus and it was fantastic. It was perfect. I didn't like some things about the battle system. Some parts of the battle system were really fucking annoying, but like Legends Z-A, Legends ZA has some good potential to expand on that formula. And then we're going to Kalos now, so I get to see old Kalos, which is pretty sick. And we haven't seen anything about Kalos since X and Y in like 2013, so it's been over 12 years. And then they tease that Mega Evolution's gonna show up again. Yeah, I think this game just has a lot of potential, even though there's still basically nothing known about it. There's probably going to be a Pokemon Direct, or like Pokemon Presents in February, because they always do that shit. They always do a Pokemon Presents around February. So, I'm sure in a month's time, we'll get some more details about the game. And who knows, maybe it'll come out like summer. But no, it'll probably come out towards the end of the year, let's be honest. They like releasing their Pokemon games at the end of the year. It was weird that they released Legends Arceus in January, but I think it's also because they just had Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl come out that previous year, so that was already like the Pokemon game of the Christmas season for 2021, which that game sucked, by the way. It was disappointing as hell. But no, Legends Arceus was really good, and I'm very excited for Legends Z-A, however the hell you say it. And then some other games, so those are like the main games. Some other games that are coming out next year that I'm excited or interested in. Mafia: The Old Country. I still have to play Mafia 3, but I've played Mafia 1 and 2, and they were pretty solid. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this new Mafia game is going to be. I hope it ends up being really good. Metroid Prime 4, I haven't played. Well, I've played a little bit of Metroid Prime 1. I've played up to like the first boss, and I beat the first boss. I have Metroid Prime Remastered on Switch, and I fully intend to go through and beat that. And if there is a Direct in February, and they announce Prime 2 and 3 Remastered or something like that before Prime 4 comes out, so then all the games are on the Switch, because they like doing that. They did it with Pikmin, and they're doing that with Paper Mario, and they're putting some Paper Mario games on Switch. They did it with another. Oh, and also the Xenoblade games are on Switch too. So like Nintendo likes filling up the Switch with old remasters to make a series kind of come back. So I really hope that we see Prime 2 and 3 Remastered, and if we do, I will be buying them, and I can play the whole trilogy before Prime 4. And also, because Prime 4 is coming out, and I'll be in a bit of a Metroid mood, maybe I'll play Metroid 2, and I'll go through some of the 2D games as well as I hold myself off until Metroid Prime 4, but yeah, we'll see. Some other games I'm also looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm still trying to get through Xenoblade 1, but like I fully intend to play that game, and I fully expect to enjoy 2 and 3. I actually own Xenoblade 2 and 3, and I want to buy X because it looks fucking cool, and it was on Wii U, and Wii U is an underrated console and has some really good games that I'm glad are getting ported. But yeah, why do they gotta port like everything that are be the exact same? But yeah, I'm excited for Xenoblade X because there's basically no other way I'd be able to play that game. Like I don't know how I could ever find a copy of that game in the future unless I pay an exuberant amount of money. So the Switch is my best option for playing Xenoblade X, and I will be checking it out. I don't know when, but some point in the future I will be playing Xenoblade X. Ghost of Yotei is coming out on PS5 probably this year. I still have to play Ghost of Tsushima, but I fully intend to play Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, there's no details known about it, but it looks fucking sweet. It looks awesome. I'm very excited for Ghost of Yotei. I'll talk about something related to this in my best games 2024. So I played Yakuza 0, and I'll talk about that in that video, and I really liked it. So basically, any Yakuza games I'm going to be keeping my eye on for now. So there's the Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii with Majima being a pirate, and that just looks ridiculous. Like I'll be looking at some reviews of that because I'm curious. I'm not gonna jump ahead and play that. Obviously, gonna play everything else in order first, in chronological order, because that game I imagine is a spin-off of Infinite Wealth. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out, or at least looking into it, because I'm curious what that's gonna turn out to be as a spin-off. Then Outer Worlds 2, maybe it'll come out, probably end of the year if it does, but I know that's another Obsidian game. So like they already are releasing Avowed, which I imagine is going to be a large game. I don't know how big it's going to be. Outer Worlds 2 is probably going to be a bit bigger. I don't know. They haven't really made mention of how large these games are going to be. But yeah, we'll see. And then a remaster that I was interested in was Croc Legend of the Gobos, or Gobos. I think Gobos. So yeah, I wanted to play that old Croc 3D platformer, but I was like, ooh, it's old and the controls seem weird. But there's a remaster coming out potentially next year, so there's no better time to check that out. I like my old platformers. I still enjoy playing platformers. Hey, I just played Astro's Playroom like 2 days ago, and it was fun. And I was like, damn, I kind of miss playing platformers and like 3D platformers. So yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And then and then there's Elden Ring Night Rain. So like, I liked Elden Ring a lot, and when they first announced it, I was like, yo, an Elden Ring spin-off? That could be kind of cool. And then they're like, oh, it's a roguelike game, and you play with 1 to 3 players. Like, you lost me, because I don't really like roguelike games that much. And like, it looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't really like roguelites. I know the game, is the game going to be balanced around 1 player? Is it going to be balanced around 3 players? Can you even play just 2 players? Because I play a lot of games with just myself and 1 other person. But like, if the game's not balanced for that, then it's going to be annoying, or it's going to be way too easy. Like, or if the game's balanced for solo, then like, or if the game's balanced for a 3 player because you're intended to play with 3 players, but you can play solo, is the solo experience going to be compromised because of it? Just like, there's too many unknowns right now, and I'm not super excited for it. I'm curious to see some more details about it, but like, at the moment, I'm not super excited for Night Rain. Like, it probably is going to be good, and I'm sure there's going to be a group of people that really like it, but I don't know. I'm more excited for like the next main From Software game, not a spin-off of Elden Ring. Other things that are like question marks. I know that Bethesda announced that they're doing Starfield DLCs every year. Are we going to get into Starfield DLC? That is to be determined. I know there's mentions of it somewhere, but like, there's been no official announcement of a new Starfield DLC. There might be one at some point coming up, like for the Xbox Showcase in June. So maybe we'll get an announcement of a Starfield DLC. But yeah, to be determined. If there is a Starfield DLC coming out in the fall, I will be playing it because I like Starfield. Other games, Silksong. Are we getting a Hollow Knight Silksong? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But if it does come out, I'll be playing that. And then the new game made by the people that made Celeste. So I think that's Earthblade. It's like a Metroidvania. The first trailer did not do much for me, honestly. Like the one we got 2 years ago, maybe. But I would like to see some more stuff about that game, because I feel like there's a lot of potential, and Celeste was amazing. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. So hopefully Earthblade actually ends up being good. Alright, so that's basically all the games that are coming out in 2025. But now let's switch over to the games that are in my backlog that I would like to get to. So I've already made some mention of a couple of these. Metroid Prime Remastered, I'm a little bit into it. I want to continue playing it in preparation for Prime 4. And then like the Prime series, play 2 and 3. Praying that they get a remaster on Switch, but we'll see. Assassin's Creed Mirage I want to play, because I want to play Shadows, and Mirage does not seem like that long of a game, so that seems like a pretty good time. And I liked Valhalla, but I was like, oh, this game's way too long. So if there's something shorter, then I would be very happy to play that. I mentioned in Mafia 3, I need to borrow that from my friend Adam, because he has the disc version. I don't really want to buy it. I bought the other two, but I don't really want to buy it, because he has the physical copy. So I'll borrow that from him, and I'll definitely play through the main story just so I get the general gist of the story. I don't think it's going to be connected to Old Country, like the new Mafia game. It doesn't look like it's going to be, but like, maybe there's references, and I want to be able to get the full experience playing all the previous games. So yeah, Mafia 3 for sure. And then I mentioned that I played Astro's Playroom. Yeah, I played that 2 days ago and I already got the Platinum. That game was really fun, and that means I want to play Astrobot because we have Astrobot, and I feel like I should play Astrobot immediately after Astro's Playroom. Because yeah, I played Astro's Playroom and like, this is great, but you could do so much more with this, and you could make it really cool. It looks like that's exactly what Astrobot set out to do, and I mean, it won Game of the Year last year, so can't be that bad. So definitely, I'll check out Astrobot next year as well. That's a big game that I'm interested in. And then I mentioned Ghost of Tsushima. So I want to play Ghost of Tsushima because I am very interested in Ghost of Yotei. So I have Ghost of Tsushima on PS5. I have the director's cut, whatever remastered edition. It's just sitting in the backlog, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get to this game. So definitely want to play Ghost of Tsushima at some point. Then I mentioned the Xenoblade series because I want to play Xenoblade X. So yeah, I need to finish Xenoblade 1. I'm like 2/3 through it. I'm over halfway through it. I think I'm in Sword Valley right now. The first time you go to Sword Valley. I don't know if you go to do it next time or another time. I don't know. I don't really know how long that game is. I think I'm on chapter like 11 or 12. It's like I'm not like at the start. I'm a good ways through the game. I'm like 40 hours in. But yeah, I just need to sit down and play it. And another game that I was intended to be like a big game that I was gonna finish this year was Demon Souls, like the remaster on PS5. But then I ended up finishing it in about 17 hours because it was not that hard. But once you get over the initial slump, that game is actually not that long, which really surprised me. So yeah, I was gonna talk about Demon Souls a bit more, but I'm already done the game. I thought it was okay. It's probably my least favorite FromSoft Souls game. Kind of like all of them a little bit better, but I don't know. It was fine. I'm glad I played it, but yeah. So that was another game on the backlog that I wanted to play. Another couple ones. So I think the big one that I have not made any mention to that I like actually genuinely really want to play is Cyberpunk, because I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of them have played Cyberpunk and said, yeah, it's so good now. And like my brother played it and he loved it. He's played it like 4 times or something, which is crazy. And yeah, maybe Cyberpunk is good, and apparently Phantom Liberty is also amazing. So like, I think I gotta get on that Cyberpunk train because it looks fucking cool. And it seems like there's a lot of really cool shit in that game, as well as I watched the Edgerunners anime. That shit was crazy good, crazy sad too. But yeah, I want to play Cyberpunk. I still don't really know. I know quite a bit about it. I was following the initial like review cycle when it came out in late 2020, and it was all broken. But it doesn't really look like it's really that broken anymore. So it's definitely Cyberpunk 2077, using its full legal name. I want to check out that game. I'm very interested in it. Another game, my friend from university was very nice, and he got me Pikmin 1+2 for Christmas because I was asking for a physical. I was looking to get a physical copy, and he managed to find one. So yeah, I want to play the Pikmin series. Those games aren't too long either, so they shouldn't take up a whole chunk of my year. And it's a series that I've always wanted to get into, and I even have Pikmin 4. My brother bought that for me like 2 years ago, and I just haven't played it for whatever reason. And yeah, I need to get on that. Like, I don't know why I have not played it yet. Like, it's good. I have some other Switch games I need to finish, but like, I'm clear. The backlog is getting cleared slowly but surely, and Pikmin is one of those games that I gotta get into. Yeah, so last year I played Yakuza 0. I'll talk about that in my best games of 2024 video, which means that the next Yakuza game would be Yakuza Kiwami or Yakuza 1. I'll play the remastered version because that's what's on Game Pass. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more Yakuza games because the first one was sick, and it was a lot of fun, and I just want to play more. So, don't really have much else to say other than I want to play it. Another game that came out last year that I'm interested in playing that I found was on PS Plus was the Plucky Squire. I'm pretty excited for that game. I just downloaded it, so I'm fully intending to play it. But yeah, I hope Plucky Squire is pretty fun. It looks like it'll be fun, and it looks like it won't take up too much time. I'll probably go for the Platinum just for fun. But yeah, it just looks like a really cool game. I like the storybook aesthetic. I like being able to pop out of the pages and go from 2D to 3D, and I'm interested to see how that incorporates into the puzzle solving. And it's just like a cute game. It's not gonna be super deep or anything, probably not. But yeah, definitely interested in playing Plucky Squire. Other 2 series that I want to get into, I want to play the God of War series. I think you can stream all the God of Wars on PS Plus. Hopefully the stream is like usable, the cloud versions. Really wish I could just download it and play it directly on the PS5 and not have to deal with the online version crap, but whatever. I'll play the old God of War series because then I want to play the new ones, the new Norse ones, because they look sick. and I keep hearing so many things about them, specifically from Adam because he keeps telling me how good they are, and I'm just like, I want to play the original games first so I can get the most out of the new games. So maybe this year I'll actually get around to them. I would like to make a review of the first God of War game. That's something I actually would be interested, like genuinely interested in making a review of. So maybe I'll get to it. Hopefully I do. We'll see. And then another game series that I've been meaning to get to for a long time is the Tomb Raider games, like the newer ones, not the older ones, polygonal ones. The newer ones where it's like Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, I think it's Rise, and then like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, whatever the new trilogy is. I want to play those games because my brother and I own them all. He's played them all and he likes all of them, and there's no reason why I haven't played them yet. So yeah, I want to check out Tomb Raider, and I wouldn't mind making a review of that game as well. And that basically covers every other game. I could do a little rapid fire of some games I'm meaning to play this year. Stuff like Pokemon Violet DLC, gotta finish that. I want to play more Animal Crossing Wild World with my girlfriend. We might play Earthbound Beginnings at some point. We want to play we want to play like the first Paper Mario game from N64. Things like I wouldn't mind checking out Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. I wouldn't mind checking out Sea of Stars, or even like the Batman Arkham series. Outer Wilds I've been meaning to play. And other games that I'm like in the process of playing, stuff like Lords of the Fallen with Adam, A Way Out with Adam, Gears of War 2 with my brother. Just more things that I want to play and enjoy at some point. I have Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe on my Switch. Just gotta sit down and play that. Stuff like the old Fallout games I wanted to check out. Stuff like Cavern of Dreams on Steam. I have that. I just haven't played it. I played Horizon Zero Dawn a couple years ago. I wouldn't mind checking out Horizon Forbidden West or like The Last of Us remaster, because that's also on PS Plus, so I can play the newest version. And yeah, that kind of covers most of the games I'm looking forward to. I don't think there's anything else I really missed, but yeah, so quite a few games. I guarantee I will not get to most of these, but like, a man can dream, and I really hope that I can get to at least a good chunk of them. I have a bit more time this year because I'm not back in school quite yet, but I'm still looking to get back in school. So for the next like 8 months, I'll have some more free time before I ramp up with school again. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Still looking to make more reviews this year. I'd like to make a couple, at least like 2, before I get busy with school, if I do end up with school again. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to seeing what new stuff comes out this year. And I'm glad that 2024 was, I didn't really post like that much, but at the start of the year I posted like the Sonic review. That did okay. And I didn't really post anything for a while, and then I did some Elden Ring stuff. And then I posted all my zombie stuff, and then I posted my review of Solar Ash, which you should go check out because it got lost in between all the zombie stuff. You should go check out my review of Solar Ash. And then I made my review of like, I just did some like random talking videos like this one where I just kind of ramble about a specific topic. And then I made some videos about, I made some videos in that style about like the new zombie stuff in BO6, which is good. Then I made my Super Mario Bros. 3 review like last week or 2 weeks ago, and that ended up doing like really well, and it's still getting views every day, which is awesome. Really happy with how that one turned out. Although of course I could have gone more in depth, as one comment mentioned, but it's okay. I'm still happy with it. And yeah, so thank you guys all for watching this. This is just a rambly video of me talking about what I wanted to play in 2025, what I'm looking forward to, what I'm interested in. Might give some insight in what kind of games I'm playing if anyone's curious. And of course, if you have questions about a specific game or be like, hey, did you check out this one? Or like, do you have thoughts on this one? Drop it in the comments. I would be more than happy to respond. And yeah, thank you all for watching.